The sixth way to make communication your greatest asset is to claim your experience, to create ownership, agency, and intimacy with self. This is the sixth part in our series, What the Fuck is Wake the Talk Up? 8 ways that we can make communication our greatest asset. And again, this is number 6, which is claim your experience. So here we really talk about the difference between claiming and blaming. And blaming is what we normally do. We spend a lot of our time telling ourselves stories about ourselves, about other people, and about events around us in a way that puts the onus or the responsibility outside of ourselves. And it helps us to feel better in some ways, because then we're saying like, I'm right and whoever did that is wrong, or I'm wrong and therefore I know what right and wrong is, and I'm putting myself in my place. And we also do that because it's been modeled to us as the way that everyone talks. And what
because it's been done to us, maybe
done to us, done around us. Yeah. And we've done it, and sometimes we've done it in a way that has gotten good results. Sometimes we blame it on other people, and then other people apologize, and then we feel like everything is working out. So one thing that we realize that happens though when we put the blame outside of ourselves is that we are losing our sense of agency in our situation. We're losing our sense of ownership, of like creation of our life and our moment. And we're also losing our ability to have intimacy or inner knowing within ourselves, because we're divorcing ourselves from the feelings and needs that come up.
Yeah.
That we can be aware of when we really claim our experience as something that is growing inside of me versus something that was put on me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess as you say this, Allison, I'm realizing we're also missing the opportunity to transform or heal up whatever is coming up in that moment, whatever that blame is about. There's some nerve, that's being touched, that we can just go to the quick resolution through the blame, or trying to get to some strategy that we think is going to that appeases maybe the moment. We're not creating the space for transformation. And as we think about transformation in internal family systems lens, or transformation in belief systems, or whatever is alive here, and we can only do that if we really claim our experience. And the other thing we're denying ourselves the opportunity for is collaboration and creativity. And when we claim our experience and we let there be that space, like, man, I am feeling really, really, really so sad about this, and I'm really needing connection. And we touch into just how raw and how real it is. We are all of a sudden open to many, many different ways that unfulfilled need can be met. And we have the reward of accessing our creative potential within ourselves and possibly with other people as well. And that's only possible if we develop this muscle of claiming. Can we just also say how normal blaming is? It's kind of reminds me of, I like to say, well, I don't judge, I don't blame. And we do it, as you said, we do it all the time. It's almost like, let's just assume that's what's going on and be kind to ourselves about that, not beat ourselves up about it, and get curious about it so that we can create more choice.
If you've heard us talking about stories in the past, stories versus observations, you'll know that we like to highlight and be aware that we are almost constantly in story. And one thing that's happening when we're in story is that we're blaming at the time. And so there's pain generally associated with a lot of our stories. Either it's pain that someone else is messing up, or that I'm messing up, or that this world is messed up around me.
Yeah.
Versus saying, I'm feeling this way. I'm needing this way. What can I do about it?
Yeah. 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 And when we create that new habit of claiming our experience and having that agency to create a different state of being, it's like creating that inner trust, as we've talked about before, that this is safe. This is a new way for me to have my needs met. This is a new way for me to grow and expand, instead of asking someone else to do it for me, or asking, the political system to change, or expecting the bus route to be on time all of a sudden. You know, these are all things that aren't in our control, and that's an inherently disempowering posture. So if this was beneficial, if you enjoyed hearing about ways that we can claim our experience to create greater agency in our experience, check out our other 8 ways to make communication your greatest asset. We have a free video resource and a bunch of other tools to help bring those 8 ways into your life. And if you're ready to take it a step deeper, check out our next cohort of the intensive online course. We have one starting in May and another one starting in September of this year. 60 people have participated in the program in just our first few months, and we hope to see you there.